to the Ladies Lounge. I'm your host, Erica Kane, the big one, not the little one. Y'all know how we do. And today I have a special guest, and she brought a guest. You know, the more the merrier. We have Miss Brittani here, and we're going to be talking about all her business ventures. And honey, she does a lot. And I'm gonna let her get started and tell y'all who she is, how you can find her on social media. But before she tell you that, go on hit that like and subscribe button. Keep up with us. You know you wanna know what's going on the Ladies Lounge. Okay, Brittani.
Yes, Erica.
I need you to tell the people what you do now, girl, cause y'all, it's important.
It's very important. So, hey everyone, my name is Brittani Jackson. I am an Arkansas licensed realtor, and I am here to discuss whatever it is, especially right now that's going on in the real estate market. And I not only do real estate, I am a fitness instructor. I am very big, and I'm a big advocate on health, fitness, and wellness. I believe that what you put into your body is what's going to affect you in the future. And I also am a PSMI student for Philander Smith College, finishing up my bachelor's degree so that I can go into teaching. I'm currently doing that as well. I'm a mother of 7 children, a wife of 10 years. I think I would honestly say I'm probably trying to get a job per child at this point.
That's how I be feeling. You definitely need a
Got to, especially
per
during this
child.
inflation. So I don't really need the government on my back talking about I make too. I don't make too much because the kids they eat a lot.
They eat a
They
lot.
grow.
They need a lot.
Yeah, but everything I do is my passion. I just have a lot of passions, so definitely I'm excited to be here. And do I need to introduce? Oh, and I want to introduce my guest. I'm sorry. I have my lovely best friend slash sister. Her mother gave me up for adoption. Has not told anyone. So we found each other in college, and we've been friends for going on 14 years now. And she also is an entrepreneur. My little vegan best friend has her own business and oil care and
Herbal teas.
Have you
Bath
relaxed?
salts.
And my yoga instructor.
And I teach yoga.
Yes. And now I'm a kindergarten teacher, right?
I am a kindergarten teacher.
She's a jack of all trades too. See,
That's
all
why
we
y'all
do.
friends.
Yeah,
Y'all just
yeah,
out here
We're
collecting
hustling.
bags
Hustling.
Got to.
Yeah.
These kids. What?
Make sure you want to tell them about your businesses.
Yeah, so I'm a owner, founder of Melanated Knowledge, and I've been in business 3 years now. I make herbal teas, like Brittany says. I make herbal teas, oils, bath salts, bath scrubs. I also teach yoga. That's my biggest thing what my business is about. And I ultimately got into doing melanated knowledge or opening melanated knowledge to help women and children. But as I've been in business these 3 years, it's been like a wide variety of people. So I've been reaching college students, other people who are not of our ethnicity, and some corporate people come in and say, I need you to come and teach a class of 20, 30 people. So I've been out here doing a lot of yoga, and so that's pretty much what I do. And then I'm also a kindergarten teacher, and I have 25 littles on a regular basis, and I'm also a mom as well. So yeah.
Okay. Now since we get to know who everybody is, Brittany, what I need to do if I'm ready to buy a house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Is it a bad time?
It's always a good time to invest in yourself. I don't necessarily look at real estate as like you're going to the store, shopping in retail and stuff like that. When I would always say real estate is always a good purchase because it's an investment. It never depreciates. It always appreciates. And you just have to catch it at a good time. you know. But at this time, I would honestly say it depends on the person. It depends on your circumstances and how and when you should buy right now. Of course, it takes up to 30 days to close on a property, and credit score, I definitely encourage at least 640. And I have every I have so much help to help me in that department. If you are wanting to work on your credit, I got somebody for that. If you're looking for an inspector to inspect the home, got somebody. Like, I'm out here making sure that all my clients are well taken care of when purchasing the most expensive thing in your life, which is property or a home. The interest rate right now is at between 6.5-7%, which is the average. The only thing that is just a challenge right now in the market is the scarcity. It's really low for the home buyers to kind of choose where to stay, and the price of a home is higher than average as well.
What's that? What's in Arkansas? What's like the average?
For the mean
Yeah.
average income, a house, if you know, based on what I'm dealing with now with clients, of course, that you're looking at probably wanting 14 to 1,500 square foot of a home, 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Yeah.
For
a
those who are
little
family.
garage. You got a garage with you? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
got a little garage or a car park. So, you will be looking at between. And are you wanting new fixtures?
I think new features, you probably do that yourself a little bit cheaper
Yeah.
than putting in the house.
Yes,
Right.
and that's what I tell people. Everything is not going to be perfect when you purchase your first home, but you have to remember that's your home. And it's a lot of people that go into buying a home and wanting everything, and you're not really remembering that investment word that I'm saying. So if you don't have that jacuzzi tub already in that bathroom, in that house that you want, you like everything else. You got the square footage, you got the bedroom, you got the space, you probably even got new paint, but because they don't have that specific tub ready for you, okay, take it out. You can take it out, put a new one, the one you want in, and later on down the line, you can sell that house and for more. You can get more equity because of what you put into that home. So that's what I try to encourage people to remember. You are investing in yourself when you purchase property. But right now, for just a decent home with not that much of extreme work, I would honestly say you're starting at 180.
That's not, because I have a cousin in Nashville, baby, and they starting at 320.
But but it's the income.
The area.
Yeah,
It's
it's the
area.
area. In Arkansas, we have the lowest wages being paid. I mean, and it's honestly, some of it kind of doesn't even make sense based on my studies, because I'm seeing, true story, I know actually somebody who has a teenager sibling who is a manager at Burger King or Whataburger. Okay, they're getting paid $18, $19 an hour.
Yeah.
Teenager
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They could probably get a house
Exactly.
before a CNA could, honestly. Like,
yeah, because
CNA,
they making like 13,
yeah,
12.
starting off at 13, 14, 15
Even
dollars
a
an
teacher,
hour.
I would say even a teacher.
Yeah, because I see.
they literally just went up with our income before the school year started.
Well, I heard
So,
they gave y'all a cap.
yeah, they did give us a cap because we're in Arkansas. That's what they do.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about y'all Governor Baum. That's a whole other.
It's
Look,
another
but we
topic.
Yeah.
You can't
But
start
yeah,
with
because
that
I think
African class.
that's crazy, because the teachers, that's the
Most important.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
you gonna cap somebody?
Yeah.
You gonna cap them with what they didn't learn? Because
Yeah.
is the cap 40,000?
No, it's 50,000.
50,000,
But you know,
y'all
we
pay
have
that?
some districts who are like, you're worth more than it. Some are like, no, that's the cap. And then you have some that's like, all right, I'm gonna give you an extra 200, 300 on top of that. And however long you've been teaching, I may throw a couple more hundred in. But I still feel as if we should be up there with doctors. Like, we're setting the foundation for
For the
everybody from
future generation.
and now we're having to say we don't just say we're pushing them to college. Like I'm an elementary teacher, we also are letting them know you can be an entrepreneur, you can be you can go to college, you can go to the military. There's so many different routes that you can go in, but they're setting kids up for failure, like
over the money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then they'll go as all these donations for these high school football players. All the, stuff that I mean, not to take from the sports, but I'm just saying,
not at all.
Because
I was just telling Brittany, like when school was starting, and you know how we have so many people out here saying they're doing back to school bashes and things like that. Not knocking y'all out there that's doing back to school bashes, but you have teachers who classrooms may not have, it may be their first year or whatever, and they may not have anything in their classroom. Or they may, like me, I don't have family. People here may have family here and can come and help them set up their classrooms. But nobody is like, let me go help these people out in the classroom.
And has so much leftover school supplies.
They have leftover school supplies. We need school supplies, and many times we don't see those in our classrooms. I'll tell you that. When school just started.
Y'all hear that out there? Next year, y'all reach out to some teachers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, and it's not, I mean, people don't look at that perspective of things. It's just like we were just saying about the governor. Y'all don't come into the classrooms until you want to, and then you'll see like what's really going on. But if you come in there and you sit, you'll find out like,
I know it's rough.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I was a substitute teacher, baby. I couldn't do it.
I still am.
It takes special people.
That's
to come
another
in there.
job. She was. I could not do it, baby. I understand the children are different, parents are different, but then it's just what it is. And I think y'all need a little bit more money, and I think they need to bring paddling back into the school. I said it.
You know,
gonna do
Arkansas is the corporal, and I just learned this with my district, that some districts are allowed to have corporal punishment in their buildings.
I was up into the 3rd grade when they stopped there. We got
I'm saying now. They still have some districts who will approve that.
But that one thing
but you have to sign for that. But you know, some parents I'm that kind of parent, like, no, you're not paddling my kid.
Because it depends.
Yeah.
It depends. Like, if that person, like, all over fair, I can see how people could say no, too. But I could see how I could say yes. Like, if I met one of my kids' teachers, and I feel like, they got the best interests of all the kids. And when I say paddling, I'm not talking about beating legal marks.
No, and that's the difference.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about that.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like,
so it really depends.
Yeah.
So I could see some people saying yes. I could definitely say no to some things because I'm going to tell you something from my experience, and I'm not talking about you, but teachers do lie.
Yeah.
And
we have cameras in our rooms. Some schools have cameras in there.
Oh, okay. I like them
I'm the kind of teacher running back. I want you to see running back.
Yeah.
So
and I think people ought to take a little bit more accountability for their kids because you know your kids.
You know your child. My child just got in trouble at school, and I'm like, I know, and it wasn't anything big or bad or anything, but I'm like, I know my child needs it. I know my child, but I'm gonna go and talk to the teacher so we can get an understanding. And because it's the community, it's a village, and we gotta work together, you know. And you can't just say I threw my kid in the classroom and y'all do y'all, but if you do wrong in my classroom, I got a problem with the teacher. No, that's not how that works.
Right. Yeah, we definitely come. This my cousin as well. I love her. But we definitely come from a different generation and a different raising of kids. So definitely.
And that's what I said. But I feel like we definitely need to start with the community.
Yeah.
Me personally, based on what I'm dealing with being out there, in all traits, the community I don't feel like exists anymore. Based on how we grew up.
No, not how we grew up.
I feel like community is all about, let's go there because it's free, or let's go there because a celebrity is there, like here now. But when I speak of community, I'm speaking of how I grew up in
grandmas,
aunties, everybody. We would work together.
Yeah.
All the cousins who get the cousins, all the nieces and nephews this weekend to do this, and they taught us. They took their time to teach us um, life lessons and how to enjoy one another. But now it just feels
Hey,
like
Alex.
competition.
Hey, y'all. I'm all in the conversation. I forgot the live was going.
Right. I don't. Sure,
They here with us.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, come on in. We
Yeah.
need y'all. But yeah, I definitely agree that the community needs to come together a whole lot more. It's like, for instance, I said we used to have. I don't know if you remember, but they used to have bus monitors on the bus.
Yeah.
And right now, Laylaw is just having a difficult time keeping staff with the buses. I know my kids.
Yeah.
They getting home like 2 hours late and stuff because they have.
That's not just your kids. It's everywhere.
Well, everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm just personally experiencing it right now. And I even asked the bus driver got on the bus. I even asked the school district. You know, I'm willing to help. You know, to come and sit on the buses and monitor and stuff because it's a lot of fights on the bus.
Yeah.
My kids come
It's
home
too much
every
on
other
the
day
bus.
talking about oh, we were late because it was a fight on the bus and they had to stop and pull over. And like towards the end of last year at school, I got that every other day. And I was just like, y'all don't have anybody else? Like, what's going on? And I personally was told that it's like difficult in staffing and
And you have people who don't care here. Like parents,
Well,
get out and volunteer.
Yeah,
It's your
I
child's
volunteer.
school.
That's another thing. I coached basketball, volunteer for the elementary school. This year, I am volunteering, coaching for volleyball. I'm part of PTA. I volunteer in pretty much every organization thing you can have out here, and it's just like it's a lot of. I feel like a lot of complaining more than it is resolution, or trying to get to a resolution, or having other people figure that out. And I know I'm not going to sit back and complain. I'm not going to sit here and point fingers.
It's what can I do?
What can I do?
Yeah. Solution based.
Yes.
Right.
Solution based.
Yes.
Not coming with problems, because the majority of people come with problems. But what can you do to help? And it's it's not just in education.
It's in every aspect of life. Yeah.
Yes.
How can you be solution
Because the
based?
change always gonna start with you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So now y'all don't know. I'm really proud of Brittany on this. So she told y'all she's a fitness.
Yes.
Let's get into this because
Yes.
my cousin, she has 7 children, and she had a couple on back to back.
Yes.
And she was beautiful. Period. Always. Don't ever get it twisted. But she was like, I'm finna lose this weight, and y'all in the blink of an eye, she had lost that shit in cash. And I said, oh my God, I'm like, cousin, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then she turned to the fitness coach. I'm like, yeah, tell them all about that, because you're local. Tell them how they can come meet you. She got the folding chair classes for y'all.
Not the folding chair class. Please don't go to this class.
Yes, we're gonna practice brawling, okay?
With the folding chairs.
With the folding chairs, okay?
Go
We're
help
gonna
out-
bring
go help out in the
Alabama
school system
to
first.
Arkansas quick.
No, go help in the school system first. Don't do that first.
You might
Look,
need
I
the
might need
folding
some chairs in there.
Exactly. You might have to get somebody straight.
Look, honey, because they be clowning. But no, definitely, I appreciate you, cuz on that, because I had 6 C-sections, and everybody knows you're not even supposed to go past 3 or 4 at the most. And not only did I go past that limit, but it was back to back. On my last child in 2019, I was given a 50-50% chance to live with blood transfusion, gestational diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity. I was up to 254 pounds with my last child, even though she was 10 pounds of it, Lord. But I was just, for years during the time of giving birth to my kids, was at a state of just depression. I already, not to go back too far, but I didn't have much of a luxury childhood growing up, and I never knew my dad. I never really had much of a relationship with my mom either. Still love him, whoever he is. But I get to the point where it was my time to be a parent, and just kind of didn't want to take myself serious as one, because I felt like, well, how am I going to be the best mother that I could be if I never was really technically raised by one? Like I said, I love her. You can't really, and I encourage people to heal from that. If you was raised without your parents in your life, I pray for healing for you on that, and to let you know that you never know what your parents' state of mind was at that time. And sometimes God does what's best for you in circumstances like that.
Yeah. Not sometime, every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Yes, because maybe you were born not to be their child, but somebody else's child. I know for a fact my grandma, she would say, I'm her baby. So I always looked at like, okay, no, my mama or my dad probably, not saying they didn't want me, but at that time in life until this day, I just feel like I was meant to be a child to somebody else. And there's nothing wrong with that. But during that time of me being obese and having kids and stuff like that, I felt like I had to be in that state of mind based on statistics, but I had to let that go. And after I had my last child and I saw that God got me through that last surgery, it took them, an average C-section is 45 minutes to an hour. It took them almost 2 hours on that surgery because they wanted to make sure I lived and had the whole room filled. So when I saw how God worked in my favor, I knew then, not to preach, but I knew then that you got me here for a reason. You got me here for a reason. And the way you treat your body, this temple of ours, the way you treat it, you have to realize this is a blessing. Your temple is a blessing from God. And if you don't take care of it, you can't blame God. You can't blame nobody but yourself. So if I'm sitting here looking at myself and I can barely breathe when I walk, or I am struggling in so many ways with my health, and all I gotta do is just lose the weight and take care of myself. And it says that in the Bible. God says to take care of your temple. Yeah. So I didn't lose weight to look good for nobody. I didn't lose weight
because she was already married. Yeah. Hello.
I didn't lose weight to be no Instagram model, none of that stuff. I naturally lost weight in 2 years, lost 154 pounds by myself because God told me to. In order for me to be here for my kids, in order for me to show that the temple that He created this is His gift, and I have to take appreciative. If I'm gonna take care of my car, if I'm gonna take care of getting my hair done and all, I'm gonna take care of my full body, not just my nails, not just my hair. All of that don't matter, but your health. And I am vegan now. I don't eat meat. That's a whole nother topic.
Thanks to your best friend.
Yes, that's a whole nother topic.
Best friend, will you teach me?
Yes, I most definitely will. That's the part of my business as well. I tackle the mind, body, and soul. So whereas Brittani is like doing fitness and things, I make sure that when you come to me, you gotta be ready for. I'm ready for my mind, get my body right, and then your soul as well. All of that has to be in alignment. So yeah, I most definitely will.
Okay, y'all. We're going to leave out there because we're going to take a break. And I'm going to get her information. We're going to start talking about my mind because my mind ready. But we're going to take a little break. And when we come back from taking this break, I'm going to have Brittani talk about the biggest job she has a while. This woman do a lot of things, and she has 7 children. They all under 14.
Yes.
All under 14. How? When do you have the time, baby? She be all over the place.
All the time.
And I'm so motivated by it. Like, if Brittani can do it, you can do it. Get up.
Right.
But, yeah. So, when we come back, we're going to tap into her being a super mom, the struggles, if it's any, what keep her going. How does she manage it all? Because this is a woman with several businesses. Let's go back over it. She's a realtor, uh,
Fitness instructor,
fitness instructor,
CNA,
CNA, substitute
substitute
teacher.
teaching.
Yep.
It's a job still, but I
A mom.
volunteer.
Yeah, volunteer,
for the school
all
districts
different-
and. Yep, I think I'm up to 6, so I need one more.
Yeah,
I
she
need-
You a mama.
Oh, I said I did want to be a flight attendant.
and she a mama. That's
And
that's
she
Yeah,
this
yeah,
number 7.
Yeah.
This the top dog right
Girl,
there.
how you gonna be a flight girl? You be a
Because
flight.
I love to travel. I want to.
Gonna leave the kids.
No, yeah. I see y'all Thursday.
Look,
I
I'll
be on all week. Well, if you haven't liked the channel, go ahead and like the channel, subscribe, and we'll be right back with more with Brittani. Welcome back to the Ladies Lounge. Well, I'm your host, Erica Kane, the big one, not the little one. And we're here talking with Brittani about her entrepreneur ventures and motherhood. And we finna jump back right in it. Before we jump in it, we had a question live on Facebook, and they said, "What are the steps that first-time home buyers should take? How you get in it? What you do?"
Okay, so for those who are interested in being a homeowner and this is your first time, I definitely encourage you to first go to a home buyer seminar in the near future. We have so many that goes on almost weekly in most banks, in most real estate offices. I know I recently just had mine for more insight, one-on-one education on that process. But to go towards down the statistics, so you want to definitely first and foremost check that credit score. I'm not a big fan of Credit Karma because Credit Karma really consists of retail. It mostly balanced through your, let's say if you had a JCPenney's credit card or something so forth on that note. It's just mostly retail. It does not really focus on your FICO credit score. I encourage you to go to myfico.com to get a more accurate credit score. Some you do have to pay to get that specific credit score number, which I encourage for it to be 640 for you to qualify for first-time homebuyer programs. First-time homebuyer programs, they help assist with more financial assistance and down payment and closing costs for when you want to purchase your home, and it comes beneficial towards closing. I even have some lenders to where they pay for your first time home inspection on the property. I definitely encourage to have more than one because you have that walkthrough at the end of your 30-day process before you close on the home. So you really want the inspector to come out at least twice to make sure that everything that was messed up or needed to be fixed on the home at the beginning, that it's done correctly, because once you sign on that title, when it's all done and dandy, that is yours. That is your house. You cannot go back to the previous homeowners and ask for them to fix something when you've already confirmed by signing on that dotted line that you want it fixed. So I definitely encourage check that credit score with Experian.com and Credit Sesame or myfico.com. Them are very good sources to help keep up with your credit score. Then if you see that your credit score is sufficient enough, you contact moi. And you can contact me before. I definitely can help you with your credit score as well. But you can contact me and we get you started getting pre-approved with a mortgage lender. And depending on, I work with different lenders, and depending on your circumstances, I know certain lenders, they work with people in particular with, if you're a teacher, they have even more money for teachers, police officers, just hero workers. If you work in the hospital in certain positions, they specifically help you with not only are you getting assistance financially towards first-time homebuyer program, but also with your career. Please be at your job at least 60 days before wanting to get pre-approved for a home or purchase a home, because they're going to ask, actually, yeah, at least 3 months in check stubs and all of that before you purchase a home. So at least be on your job 3 months before you decide to want to purchase a home, because they're going to ask that. They need that as history verifying that that's your income and that's the source they're going to use for you to qualify and get pre-approved. After that step of getting pre-approved, and we go house hunting, which is this the fun part. And the house that you find, in particular, what I would do is that's the house you want. I write out the contract, and the negotiations sometimes get involved. It's either you put down what your budget is, which the lender will give you. Let's say if your budget is $150,000 and you see a house that's $160,000. Yes, you can. We can negotiate that for your budget of $150,000, but you have to remember the sellers are the ones that choose whether or not they accept your contract. But so I want to put that out there, okay? However, if they accept your offer, we go on to the next step. We have 10 days to find a home inspector to inspect the home. Now, if everything is good, we go to the next step on turning in paperwork. Most of the time, I make sure all my clients have that in ahead of time so that the process can go smoother. You do not have to wait 30 days to close on a home. You can actually, if you have everything done and have everything turned in ahead of time, you can actually close on your property within as quick as 3 weeks. So it does not always have to be 30 days. And then you also want to wait on the appraiser. Appraisal, for those who don't know, an appraiser comes in and they make sure that the house is worth what you're paying. So like I said, if the sellers are saying, okay, the asking price is $160 and they accept your offer of $150. However, if the appraisal come in and be like, it's only worth $140, you just gonna pay $140. Sellers do not always have the last say so on their property, but if you are saying, if the banks say that they are going to pay $140, then and the sellers, they can determine like, okay, well I still want that $150. They have that option as well. So $10,000 would have to come out of your pocket for the rest. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that in that process. Doesn't mean that you are pre-approved and you have that pre-approval amount and your contract is accepted. Does not mean the sellers will just accept it. You have to go through a negotiation as well. So after the appraisal comes and do his part and everything is good with that, we'll end with you got your home insurance, which is very important. You gotta have, I encourage, if you already have car insurance, you can always add that into your car insurance. But if it's somebody out there, which I also have quite a few home insurance people that I work with and very affordable, that you want to work with and have your insurance included, which will be included into your mortgage rate, we can also work with that as well. And then we have 3 days before closing, before you get that key, to do a walkthrough and make sure everything is good on the property. And if you find it good, then in 3 days we will be at the title company. You sign on that dotted line and you'll be good to go. That's the process of purchasing a home, definitely. Yeah. It's a lot, but it's worth it.
I
It's
was
worth
gonna
it.
say,
It's
I'm
worth
sure
it.
it's worth it too.
Because it's yours.
It's yours, honey. Now, how do you navigate all this with them 7 babies?
Well, that has a lot to do with, like, I know Oprah said it. When you work or when you're doing something in your passion, you don't even look at it as work. You don't notice what you're doing. I could literally be with my kids at the park and get a phone call. Hey, Brittany, I'm ready to purchase the home, and my kids, they actually enjoy looking at me doing that. So I think that's what makes it even more intriguing on keeping up with everything. It actually encourages my kids. They be like, oh, Mom, we're going to look for a house, and you got another client. So what they, especially London, my 8-year-old, she's a handful, but it enlightens her to. She's actually looking at entrepreneurship herself. She's just like, I want to do this, I want to do that, mommy. So with me able to do work as a realtor and enjoy my kids at the same time, I think that's what keeps me pushing. It's something new. Real estate is not the same. Interest rate changes all the time. The interior designing, like everything, I think that's why I enjoy it, because it's not the same, and I'm a very adventurous person.
You make it fun too.
Yeah, I make it so fun. I really enjoy real estate because you're expecting the unexpected. You never know where it's gonna turn or what type of person you're gonna meet. I think that's the most fun adventure of it all, meeting new people and everybody having different journeys on buying homes. I worked with VA veterans. I have worked with nurses. I work with so many people, and so it turns into relationships. At the end of the day, my clients turn into relationships because they're coming to me for real estate assistance, but yet I had one in particular, an EMT worker, beautiful young lady with 2 kids. And I found it more intriguing learning about her as an EMT worker. She would tell me stories. As we looking at houses, she would tell me stories about car accidents and how somebody's head was in the back seat, or but that was
don't tell me. I don't like no blood and guts.
Yes, but I think that's the beauty of my career, not just my job, but my career and my passion. It brings me into new adventures while I'm doing what I'm loving. And so with that, because you have people that work at jobs, not careers, but jobs, and miserable, and they don't, when they're so miserable at the job, they don't have the patience to deal with their kids.
Yeah.
So that, I feel like that has a lot to do with how I'm just like able to have the patience to deal with my kids, because I'm like, I had a fun day today. My kids always come home from school, Mom, how was your day? I say, it was great. I learned about this. Somebody's foot got cut off in a car accident for my client. And they was like, ew, Mommy, did you see it? And I'm like, no, my client seen it. And then they'll tell me about their day. And so it's stories that it keeps all of us, my household, it keeps up something to look forward to every day. We have new stories.
And that's what
we
all need.
Yeah.
We all need. I do the same thing with my son, as far as you got to give me 3 things. 3 things could happen today, and not lunch or recess. Because it's the first thing. I went outside today. I know that.
Yeah,
Give me
I know
something
that was
else.
going to happen.
But he's learned to reverse it as well with me being a teacher and things. He's like, what did you do? Like, what was good in your day? And that motivates those kids too. And then when they get older, they're going to be like, all right, I want to do this, or I want to do this, or I saw my mom do this. So, yeah, I think having a good role model and seeing those parents in their careers who actually love it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And it makes your household feel good. It makes you feel good. Like, yeah.
Definitely. And to also include with me being a fitness instructor with all my kids, which was the whole purpose of losing weight, because I got to keep up with all of them. And every single one of them are very athletic. I got one playing basketball. He enjoyed playing basketball. I got one enjoy soccer. I got my cheerleader / volleyball / gymnastic girl model, London. And I got my 5-year-old who thinks she's in WWE SmackDown. So I got to learn how to wrestle soon, because that's what she wants to do.
Or boxing or something.
Boxing, oh my God. Yeah, like, I'll read something else. But I enjoy definitely doing that, not only to keep up with them, it helped. The challenges, they give me a challenge. And parents don't realize that, I think they just forgot in this era, you playing outside with your kids, that's a workout.
Yeah.
Kickball
Without
is a
even knowing
workout.
it. Yeah.
Playing basketball out there in the driveway, that's a workout. And that's what I do. I don't just which I'm at sport. I teach aqua fitness and cycling. I also am a licensed Zumba fitness instructor, and that is just that's just something to just get out. That's honestly just a hobby, but I really get enjoy of promoting working out with my kids, and I even use them as workout. I did a recent video with me doing push-ups with my kids on top of me and stuff, because we're in a time where these are the stories that I'm getting. I can't work out, Brittany, because my kids. I don't have nobody to watch my kids, or
Your kids want to work out too.
they want to work out.
We got to go out every week.
Yes,
Go walk the river.
them
or
kids
something.
have energy, and what a lot of parents or adults are forgetting that the kids are not burning a lot of calories in school
Nope.
at all.
They're stealing.
They are required to burn at least 300 calories.
It depends
These
on the
kids have
teacher,
to-
though. I will say this.
Yeah.
It depends on the teacher because we
Yeah.
have to keep them moving. Like when I say I was telling you about the mind, body, and soul type thing, it all aligns.
Yeah.
And so if you're that teacher that's teaching that, then all of it is going to align. Like, okay, I'm teaching you this. You need a brain break. I need a brain break. Let's move.
Yeah.
We move in my classroom.
Yes.
Let's get up and move.
Yes, and I mean, and research does show like a child has to move around at least 2 hours a day. They have so much energy.
Yeah.
Children, especially under the age of 10, they need to move around. So if you get home from work and you're just too tired to still let them play outside. Let them
Yeah.
play in the backyard.
Yeah.
Because you are wondering why y'all so
Or do something
lazy.
constructive
You're on a tablet and just want to sit and watch TV.
when they're giving them a tablet.
Why you drawing on my wall? Why did you break this? Why? They have a lot of energy. You have to burn that energy
Let them move.
and let them move. And so that's where my kids come in at, as far as like, mommy, can we go outside immediately? And you would think, oh, y'all been at school all day. I had recess. Recess is what, 20 minutes?
About 20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
No. And when they see mommy or daddy playing outside, or getting involved with them in activities, that encourages them even more. And they give them more of a purpose to move around and stuff like they love that. So that's where also my fitness encouragement comes from. I definitely am targeting parents and kids, like family fitness. That's what I definitely target, is family fitness, that we all can work out at home. You do not have to be at the gym.
Together.
Together. I mostly lost most of my weight. I lost 100 pounds before I even stepped foot in the gym. At home. In an apartment with 7 kids. Okay, the apartment I think it was like 1,028 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I will go outside at the park. We'll compete against one another. The park, you go up the stairs and you go over the bars and go down the slide. Whoever gets to the end, the loser had to wash the dishes. Like stuff like that. It kept your house clean doing it, and it just brought activity. So that's why I said the gym is more so for me. This is my personal opinion, because like I said, I'm a fitness instructor. I'm not a personal trainer. However, I just believe the gym or certain classes is more so for toning, not necessarily weight loss. Especially if your mind is not there. I encourage weight loss or just getting healthy. Let me take that back. Getting healthy has to start here. Not in the gym, not a fitness video. It has to start here, because if you step foot in a gym or you get around other people and they already at the size that you're trying to get at, it's going to discourage you because you feel like it's not moving fast enough. So that's what's going to keep you from not seeing the results. Yeah. So when you start here and loving yourself and being comfortable at whatever size you are, whatever you look at and whatever you see in the gym, okay, you see somebody running on a treadmill, and it's a true story. Like, I've experienced this. You see somebody running on a treadmill at incline of 5.5, and their speed is at 10.0, and you get on that joker and do it too, because you think because they already at the size that you looking at and you feel like, oh, because they're doing it, they're skinny now, or they're the size that you want, that's gonna discourage you and hurt yourself too. It's gonna you gonna hurt yourself trying to catch up with
Be
what you
tired when you
see.
get home.
Yeah, and be super tired. That's why you have to embrace yourself, spend time with yourself, and love yourself. Work on that love.
Speak affirmations into yourself, because a lot of people
Definitely.
go into it as well, just thinking, oh, I want to go and do this and I'm going to do it, but you're not speaking life or affirmations into yourself. Like, it really starts in your mind. And then, all right, I can do this. I can do this. Like, with yoga, it's hard. People be like, I don't know how you can do it. It is hard. I'm not even going to lie. It is hard. And then, but once you get into it and you're like, I'm meditating and I'm sitting and I can do these positions and things. Then once you got that mental, that's with everything. Anything that we do in life, once you have that mental and you're speaking affirmations in life into yourself, then it's like, I can conquer the world. Like Brittany with 7 kids doing 10 jobs. I can conquer the world, you know. So yeah, it does speak life into yourself and write those affirmations down where you can see them. Like, and don't try to rush to the gym, because those people will disappoint you.
Yeah.
Because some of them people been in there 10 years.
Yeah, definitely. And that for me, the gym is just socialism. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Or just to
I'm
get away. It's
marketing
more
just to get away.
networking,
Especially
getting
at
away.
Sparta, where I teach at, they have a lot of amenities such as the pool. I love the pool, the sauna. But back on the yoga, recently at my last cycling class, I got a new client, she said, so I guess a new permanent client. But she was interested in yoga, but she felt like she was going to do that later because she didn't feel like yoga was she didn't think she was going. That's not a calorie burn.
Which it is.
Yes, it is. They look at it as just stretching.
Yeah,
you
and it's definitely.
But you have to have that core to hit
no,
it
you
right.
don't.
Exactly.
You don't though. That's where that mind comes from. Like with me right now, I haven't been with school. Summertime we get lazy. Like I'm out of school, I can just lay on the couch. My body is like, all right, we resting. So now I have to build it back up and doing little small things. They're still losing calories. If it's just small positions like cat-cow or doing child's pose or something, you're still losing calories and things.
But this is, and I had to educate her on that because actually you are somewhat losing weight. No, you are not somewhat. You are losing more weight with yoga than you would doing a cardio workout. And I'll tell you why.
It's still cardio. It's time.
No, but more intense cardio, like cycling, my bike cycling, or boxing and stuff like that. Most people feel that if you do them high intensity workout, that you're going to get quicker results and lose weight faster.
Like fast money.
No, because actually, when you're weightlifting and where you're doing intense workout that pertains to you building muscle, you're actually gaining, and you're not going to see. That's another thing that's going to discourage you. While you're sitting here like, oh, I gotta sweat, I gotta get my heart rate up so I can lose this weight faster or whatever. No, because you're building more muscle. Yeah, you're losing the fat, but you're building muscle, and you still can gain weight with muscle. It's good muscle, that's good, but at the same time, if your goal is to just lose weight and tone just a little bit, then yoga is where it's at.
Yeah, and that's the first thing that I do when I go into the gym, period. When I go to the gym, it's specifically for me. Like, my child is at after school care, or I don't have him at the moment, so I'm going to go to the gym, and it's not something that I'm always going to go to. But when I go in there, first thing that I'm taking down my mat, doing yoga first and foremost. And I know so many people see me in the gym like, this. She came to the gym to do yoga. I did. That's the first thing. And many times people come up to me like, hey, you teach yoga, or you doing yoga, or things like that, especially men. Because they're like, hey, this hurts. And I'm just over here doing weights, like you said, doing weights and things like that. You're going to hurt yourself for real. Because you have to tone your legs, you have to tone your arms and things, and that's gonna first and foremost start there. So first thing I do, put my yoga mat out, and then I'm going to the weights and things, and then working from there. Walking, whatever I need, and I walk daily. It's a part of yoga too.
Brittany, tell everybody how they can reach you via social media, or if you want to get them, however you want to be contacted.
Yeah. Well, you guys can all reach out to me Facebook at Brittani Nicole, Brittani Nicole Nicole, and you'll see my real estate picture. And also on Instagram is Realtor Brittani Brittani again. TikTok, which is my favorite platform.
Yeah, go follow on TikTok for real.
You will love me on TikTok. Realtor Brittani as well. And email Brittani at plushhomes.co. And my number, easy, 501-379-6290. I answer better through phone call though, but I answer to all platforms, or at least I try.
Misha, how can they reach you?
I am also I am on Facebook at times, but Instagram is my place to go. So I have melanated.knowledge LLC on Instagram, as well as Lala Moon with the underscore. And you can also reach me at 615-438-1017 with Melanated Knowledge.
Okay, y'all, we gonna wrap up this ladies' lounge. It's been a good one. I hope y'all have gotten some valuable information. I know I have, and I'm gonna start losing, go back on my weight loss journey.
Yes, we gonna.
I am.
Mind, body, and soul.
We gonna do this. That's a new workout.
Yeah, yeah.
She's gonna have you dancing.
So,
Yeah, twerking
And I'm
is
hazing.
mandatory in my
yes, baby, I love twerking.
Yes. That's a weight loss too. Period. I had you burning like 200 calories on me, boo boo.
Yeah, I show like I'm trying to catch
She have you doing TikTok
I'm
dances.
gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do a twerking fitness class.
Yeah, I think my favorite right now is the swimming classes.
Yeah.
The
You
aqua
twerking in
fit.
that too though.
You are.
That
She'll have
lady,
you
88. I got an 88-year-old.
She have you twerking in the water, y'all.
Honey, you can't beat her. My 88-year-old client.
She have you twerking in the water.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna wrap this up. Make sure you come back next time. Please like, share, comment under there. Look on that description boxes for these, so how to reach them. If you couldn't write it down fast enough, it will be in the description box. And we're gonna wrap this thing out.
Yeah.
We'll
Thank
see you
y'all.
later.
Thank
you
you.
for having us.